Switch Nikki. I haven't done this for a while. But it was raining out here today. You see the mountains. I don't know if you could see them. Right above the red truck and above the building, you could see right there. Yes, ooh, very cold. Okay, so I've already been out here for a while, but I don't like to use up all my phone minutes and, not minutes, but energy. This isn't like a park or anything. Oh, there's a fruit tree right there. Ooh, people, it's a company. That one right there. That building still looking pretty abandoned. I can't figure out how to, well, I know how to get across there. I just gotta do it someday, I guess. I don't know. I know that probably in this area there are probably people living in areas like that I don't want to come up across on the road here by myself, so this here is like La Mirada, Santa Fe Springs, Alondra, and Firestone. Yeah.
You ride bicycle 1.47 miles. It took you 14.0 minutes. Your speed is 6.6 miles per hour. Your pace is 15.0 minutes per mile and burned 69.3 calories.
That's my mileage and calories calculation person. I'm gonna head on back. So this is right here, Firestone, and I'm going back on it, I guess. Yeah, and from Alondra. It's a Swapmeet over there, in that area. See the Swapmeet signs. And that building. I don't know what it was. Maybe a small restaurant or something. I don't know. I like this part of my ride because even though it's right near the freeway, it's also through this industrial place. On Sundays, there's not very many people here at all, if any. Some people work, you know, on the weekends, but there's not like a lot of traffic too much. It's not safe to ride in that street right there because it's limited amount of space and a lot of trucks come barreling down from around the corner. So even though this is all manicured and man-made and all of that, it's nature and it's pretty.
Ride bicycle 1.66 miles. It took you 16.0 minutes. Your speed is 5.1 miles per hour. Your pace is 14.5 minutes per mile and burned 78.1 calories.
I haven't posted to YouTube for a while. I was just taking pictures out here by that. It was like one of those funhouse mirrors. Made me look kind of funny. Anyways. I like it. It's kind of hilly, up and down and side to side. It's nice. I wish I could get a better look at those mountains. We're hoping to be able to go over to the mountains over there, but I'm kind of short. Here, maybe I'm going to go up this little hill. There we go. Stop. And it continues off where the buildings are kind of covering it. But you can see off to the left, we've got some more. It was just that big mountain right there. And I think that's Mount Baldy, but I'm not sure. And then there's some other of the mountains over there with a little bit of powder on it, looks like. This is the most that I've seen for a while. That's why I'm stopping and looking. Okay. I'm gonna pause. Okay,
You ride bicycle 1.82 miles. It took you 18.0 minutes. Your speed is 0.8 miles per hour. Your pace is 15.4 minutes per mile and burned 86.0 calories.
Okay. Thanks for that information. I'm continuing on my ride. I had to stop a second to push the button without falling over. I'm gonna show the ugly. That was the pretty. Now we're on the road of the ugly. The good, the bad, the ugly. And this is an empty lot next to the Quality Inn, I think, and the Budget Inn, something like that. We'll see them up front, whatever. Yeah. Tires, mounds of dirt and rock and debris, weeds, dried weeds that are just waiting to be burnt. I mean, that's not what their intention is, but one spark on a dry day, I saw indications that there was some fire in a few of these spots, and I'll be showing you those a little bit more up the road though, by the railroad. Yeah, this is Dynasty Suites. And next to it is the Budget Inn. And in between, just ahead here, is another ugly mess.
You ride bicycle 2.00 miles. It took you 20.0 minutes. Your speed is 5.5 miles per hour. Your pace is 15.0 minutes per mile and burned 94.9 calories.
Waste of land. So maybe nobody wants to live here. It's too close. It's encroaching on the wonderful Budget Inn. But I don't know what it's doing here or why it's like this, why it's a mess. I mean, the weeds can be done up. Some beautification can be done. There's a lot of groups out there that would just love to do something like this and get recognized for it. It's kind of weird that they just leave stuff like this around. Terrible eyesores. This is Carmenita now, and I think it was Santa Fe Springs, or no, Firestone. And this is where I'm going, back on the next to the railroad tracks. It's only been 9 minutes. I know by my story reading videos, I could go about 30 minutes before it just shuts off by itself. So I wanted to kind of share what I was seeing along here. Now, along there was a lot of RVs with people camping out in there. Don't know why, I'm not being judgmental, but there was about 6 or 7.
You ride bicycle 2.21 miles. It took you 22.0 minutes. Your speed is 6.4 miles per hour. Your pace is 14.5 minutes per mile and burned 104.6 calories.
They left some messes along here too. See, that's why I'm kind of against the homeless people being out here. Not so much that I'm against them being homeless. That's their choice. Or sometimes it's not by choice, but that's the way it is. Now, here, through this hole here is an abandoned building. And there's a window on this side that I can't tell if it's broken or it just looks like it's broken. Starting up again. That's kind of hard for me to do one-handed startups. You can't see it over that wall right there, but it does look like it's been breached, and on this side too. But like I said, I really don't want to go in that area alone. I'm not that kind of an explorer. I have nothing really on me right now except my phone and my water. It looks like just a lot of graffiti, but some of the doors look like they're partially pushed. Like those roll down doors, it looks like it was pushed off the tracks or something, like something could get in there.
You ride bicycle 2.41 miles. It took you 24.0 minutes. Your speed is 6.8 miles per hour. Your pace is 14.1 minutes per mile and burned 114.1 calories.
All this graffiti on the trains just stays. But I did notice that along here there was a brick wall that had a lot of graffiti and it's been removed. It's like a never-ending story though. I mean, they remove it, it comes back. They remove it, it comes back. And this train goes into different areas. It's been sitting here for quite a while. I think it's more like storage because there's something in there. And every once in a while, I see them putting large hoses to those little cylinders down there and either filling them up or emptying them out. I don't know. Oh, I forgot to show you, there was a drainage thing, like one of those that was just dripping water. So it was in the ground and was just making a puddle. And because we've been having a mosquito problem, I covered it up with a bunch of rocks to try to help out that situation, because I told the people about it, but they didn't care. They didn't do anything. Now up ahead here is where I saw, it's like a marble tile for buildings and decorations. And
you ride bicycle 2.64 miles. It took you 26.0 minutes. Your speed is 6.4 miles per hour. Your pace is 13.6 minutes per mile and burned 124.7 calories.
This area has been cleaned, but now a bunch of stuff is snuck back in here and taken its place. See that where it says slash and a gun, whatever? The rest of that wall, all the way to the corner to the end, had debris. I mean, call it graffiti. Stopping for a minute here. This is one thing here. I think a pallet broke because it might have gotten soggy from the rain and weak, because that's all marble. All that stuff right there, it's all marble. So it probably got very heavy and then fell over. I would hate to think that somebody was under that when it fell, because they would not be alive right now. But this here It's closed today, but I made a call to the security number at the front door. There's big chunks of, you can see from the wall all the way to here, right in front of me, little chunks of it. So there's the street again. I'm going to pause and cross. Okay. I rode a little bit because most of it just dead weeds, a few palms, a few, I forgot what those are called. But there's some bushes and those stuff, and the yard next to me with a bunch of trucks. Across here, nice tree. I love these tall trees here. I only have about 15 more minutes, but I'll make it for this ride. Now coming up to here is a lot more debris. Couches, bedding, springs, some kind of stinky stuff. I want to turn that over because it stinks real bad. So on the chance that it's urine, I'm going to leave it there because I'd rather leave urine there than to spill it out and get it all over me. And I don't think any mosquitoes are going to be that desperate. But, now that boat was right around here and it's gone. Shopping cart, more debris. Some more water. And
you ride bicycle 2.97 miles. It took you 30.0 minutes. Your speed is 6.1 miles per hour. Your pace is 13.5 minutes per mile and burned 140.9 calories.
Somebody could have put water for some animals to drink in little containers. There's some more of the debris. Some abandoned toys, bed. Jesus saves. I don't think he's doing much saving over here. This part was burnt recently. You can see that it's really black in there. Some more junk. The fire kind of went. Some more junk. And that palm trees got burnt. Some more palm trees. The dried palms hang down and hide the residents that dwell there. Here's these two empty chairs. Some kind of equipment, I don't know what that is. Could have come from over there. That's the El Monte RV place. It's like a junkyard. This area of it, there's another area where they clean up the RVs and send them back out to the people to rent. You can rent a really good RV over there. They clean them out every time they get returned. I'm seeing people out there every day cleaning up the RVs.
You ride bicycle 3.17 miles. It took you 32.0 minutes. Your speed is 6.0 miles per hour. Your pace is 13.3 minutes per mile and burned 150.0 calories.
Some of the RVs though don't make it, and after they get old, I guess they take it to the junkyard, switch out whatever's good, throw away whatever's bad, just leave it there in heaps, I guess. Some more trash and junk over there. Sorry that the ride's kind of bumpy, but that's how it is out here. A little bit bumpy, not too much. We still got quite a bit of junk junk and graffiti out here. Sorry, I'm going from side to side. There's King Equipment, and they got some big light bulbs up there on their sign. Yeah. Now, just up ahead here, there was a toilet. I mean, not to use, is somebody just dumped it out here. There it is. It's kind of covered up now though, but you could see it's a toilet. Something covering over it. So I'm going to head on back home, and I don't want to use this anymore now because I'm going out to the streets, sidewalks, or whatever, and crossing the street. I don't want to be having this one. The intersection's pretty busy. So I'm going to post this on YouTube if anybody's still watching me. If you are, thank you. And talk to you later. This is Witch Nikki. Have a happy holiday, whatever you're doing, and be safe. Keep warm. Be kind to people. You never know who's having a struggle worse than yours.